Good evening, Sailesh. This is the second part of these videos that I wanted to make for you, especially for your lower back issues, especially L4 and L5. Now, in this particular little sequence, um, it's good to have a nice, calm atmosphere. So perhaps switch off the lights, a little bit cozy. Obviously, make sure you're warm, and have a little bit of nice music in the background. Now, I will suggest to you that there are specific forms of music that really you should be playing when you do this particular sequence. The reason is that I mentioned to you in a quick WhatsApp message is the lower back and lower part of our body and the issues surrounding that, the chakra that is governing the lower back and the lower part of the body is the Manipura Chakra. The color is orange, and the music frequency, which I'll send you later, is also very, very important. So the music part of it is basically a part of what's called Nada Yoga. Nada, music, yoga. So that particular frequency obviously resonates with your Manipura Chakra, and you know that you're already into this, and every chakra has a frequency at which it emits that a sound and a color. So the color is orange, and the sound is a particular frequency. So I will send you some music which you perhaps if you put on. Now the idea is that when you play this music, it is resonating so that it is a healing technique. Nothing to do with cure. It's all about healing. Okay? So let's get into the sequence, and I'll show you quickly how to get into it. And perhaps you should do this for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day. When you've had everything, obviously do not do this when you had food. So good 2 hours after you've had food. Okay, please. So come to a lying down position. So when you lie down, it's important when you do lie down is to have the feet as close as you can, perhaps even touching with your hands. If you can't, it doesn't matter. And then lie down. And there is an arch here, obviously, because of our skeleton structure. So slightly push down on that, and you'll find that your sacrum is actually then in contact with the floor. Okay? Bring the block, place it on the lowest setting. Now, when you want to raise the hips, press down on your feet and just raise a little bit high enough for you to take the block and guide it under. See, here's a little bit of trial and error to find out where your sacrum is, because you can't face it. And it's not on your hips, it's not on your lower back, it's just between the two. And it should be very comfortable. There should be no pain whatsoever. Alright? So you see my knees are lined up. You see the sacrum resting comfortably onto the block. Now the shoulders must be touching the floor and lying on the floor. They should not be off the floor. And then bring the palms to face the ceiling and rest here for those 5 or 10 minutes. Now progressively you'll find that you are involving a bit of traction into your sacrum area, which is really the healing part, which is really actually elongating part of your spine. And if you feel comfortable, and only if you feel comfortable, I suggest this only if you feel comfortable, you then try and see if you can take both the heels of your feet off the floor and just raise them slightly so they come into an L-shaped position. Okay? Now that gives you that bit of weight and alignment, and that little bit of nourishment to the spine, so that the hips and the spine are working together. Okay, so it's a little bit of a mechanical issue with the spine. So this is only if you feel comfortable, and if you feel comfortable in this, the next stage is just to slowly take the feet up in the air. There we go. Now, you're not straining your neck, and your chin is literally parallel. Okay? You finish that? Come back halfway. And slowly, very slowly. And come up to the floor. And then rest. And when you finish with those 5 or 10 minutes, then push your feet into the floor. Don't use your spine to lift up. Always use the feet, so that the feet give you, feet and shoulders pressing down. You press that down, you allow the spine to lift, and slowly take the block away. Come down, very important. Once you come down, bring the knees to your chest, hold on to the knees, and gently rotate from side to side. This is going to massage your lower back. And it'll give you a good sense of relief. Then cross at the ankles, hold on to the ankles, and see if you can push up and come into a seated position. Okay, so I'll guide you through that again, and I'll send this across on Vimeo, and if there are any questions, then we'll talk again. Thank you very much.